Yay! Hello, loves. It's Sonia G. This is a Moon Babes Monday Night Live. We are here to get inspired, motivated, talk about the 888 portal, the things that are happening. Happy new moon in Leo. Happy portal. Happy Mercury retro. This is such a good time. It's an amazing astrological time. Happy all the frequency shifting that's happening. We're going to talk about all the things. Let me pin this. And holy shit. Happy giveaway month. Yay. Oh my gosh. For the month of August, we're doing a massive, massive giveaway. So, I am offering scholarships for the first time ever. So stay tuned. Come back to it if you need to jump off and come back on. This is going to be great. We have 20 minutes and we're going to talk about all the things, my loves. Welcome. I am so happy that you are here. I actually wrote down some things I want to talk to you about. So many things going on. Number one, let's talk about the energy, okay? Let's talk about the energy. We're also going to talk about the giveaway, all the things. But let's talk about the energy, because I know you come here, you want to know what is going on in the astral planes, on the earth, and all of these things. So we are days away from the Lionsgate portal. This is the famous 888 Lionsgate. It's 888 because 2024 adds up to an 8. Okay, so it's a triple infinity portal. These Stargates relink ancient future energetic line connections that run through us, okay? We are the grounders and the sparkers. We are the lighter to the fires in a positive way. That does not really associate well, but we are the lighters of the frequency connecting between where we are and the layers of the earth that need to ground, right? So our channel of light between our heart, the heart of the earth, our God self, creator of all that is, right? That channel, that chakra pillar channel where you pull down your light, where you receive your downloads, where you talk to your higher self, that is the key. Don't let it get clogged up. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back through my YouTubes, go back through my content here, or go on the app and the Moon Babes app. And, oh, hey, Facebook, we're getting thumbs up. This stuff always makes me feel funny. So when we get all of the weird emojis on here. But the point is, okay, you have to flush your chakra pillar chimney flow, because with a clogged chimney right now, you're going to feel bogged down. We don't want that. You want your heaven and earth connection flowing. You want to be cleared, okay? The energy that's coming in right now in this portal, okay, is reconnecting us to knowledge that comes back from Lyra. Lyra and the original Stargates, okay, showers of higher consciousness that are coming into through the galactic portals. And don't fucking make it weird. It's just energy that's meant to come to you, right? There's so many people right now that are making all of the galactic stuff so and then these people and no, we are clearly having a human experience as infinite intelligences of light. We were somewhere in this galaxy before. Most people have a tracking, we can track. I can personally track energy, your history through the cosmos and other planetary lives, just like you can regress on planet Earth and you can find out what other past lives and what other conditioning you came through, just like childhood in this life. It's childhood. Your childhood gave you the baggage that you had to sort out at some point now. Your past relationship gave you this baggage. Past lives on planet Earth give us this baggage, just like galactic lives give us information and knowledge. At some point, we got to face it. This is the stuff that's reconciling, that's very ancient, okay? So this is why I say don't make it weird, because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't even understand that. It's part of your inheritance. It's part of your genetic, divine DNA inheritance. So this stuff is coming for you whether you want it or not, if you signed up for it, right? At the beginning of time, we signed up for different missions. And so this knowledge wants to be merged with us again, which means this is a massive rebirth portal. Massive, immense. This is like infinite coming in, like literally infinity. 1, 2, and 3 different layers, okay, coming into past, present, future, into our chakra pillar in this moment of right now. And it really depends on what are you available for, right? Don't skip it. Do your work, detox, connect, ground, right? Like unplug from the things of the world and really focus, because things are coming back. Like, you know, a lot of people in our world right now are feeling like disconnected or overwhelmed or depressed or, you know, whatever. It's because we're missing pieces of knowledge that we, like, it feels empty inside because our world, planet Earth, beautiful, amazing, fabulous, magical planet Earth, the general consciousness has become so superficial that we're like, what? Right? Like, this is not it. There's no depth. There's no fulfillment, right? A lot of things have become so superficial. But when we talk about the things that matter, right? Then it's like, yes, yes, give me more of that. That's why there's like a rabbit hole of like deeper consciousness and when we get on this path. So this is happening on the Lion's Gate, okay? And I've talked about this before on previous videos. Make sure that you are doing your work, that you're staying in alignment, and get clear on what you want. Get clear on what you want. Get clear on what you want. Not iffy, not kinda, not, it would be nice if. Get clear on what you want and get yourself energetically in alignment and behind it, okay? If there was a radio frequency that was sending down everything that you needed, but you weren't, like you were hiding from it, it wouldn't be able to find you, right? Our belief, our ability to shine in what we actually want, instead of worrying about our doubts, actually putting on what we want, what we're calling in, that's the stuff that we want right now. We want the radio frequency, the waves, the downloads, the invisible connection. That's what we want us to match with, right? Very important. Now, this is another very important thing. I've been asked this a lot lately. Whew, so many things to tell you. If you don't know what you want, pick something. Pick a possible outcome that you would love and get behind it. Commit to your decision and get behind it. I can't say this enough. Like, choose at 100% whatever it is that you're gonna fucking do. Just decide, get your energy behind it. There are no bad decisions. There are decisions that we don't get behind, that we half-ass, and therefore the moment you decide, you're already backing up on it, and then you cut yourself short, and then it doesn't work out, and it backfires, and then you're like, oh my God, I knew it was never gonna work out for me, right? But it was never all in. So whatever it is that you wanna do, that you think you wanna do, that you're maybe contemplating, this is the time to energetically say, you know what? I'm in, I'm gonna do it. Look at yourself in the mirror, right? I'm in, I'm gonna do it. Nobody else is gonna do this for you. No one else. You gotta put in the effort, you gotta put in the time, you gotta put in the mindset, you gotta put in the energy work. This is the physical world, okay? When you see people on the internet, like if you look at my life right now and you're like, yeah, it's easy for you to say because look at where you are. Let's always remember that we all started somewhere. Whether or not you started with money or you started without money, whether or not you started with parents, whether you started without parents, whether you started with friends, whether you started without friends, right? Wherever you started was perfect for your soul in evolution. And there's always been a progression of growth that has gotten you to where you're at today. And if you didn't add up all the things that came before, you wouldn't know what you know now, and you wouldn't be where you are now. It wouldn't have added up this way. So for me, it all added up to where I'm at, right? Because this is the direction that I clearly, like sometimes I feel like I had to claw my way, sometimes I had to climb my way, sometimes I prayed my way, sometimes I meditated my way, sometimes I fought my way, sometimes I manifested the ease and flow and grace out of my way, but there was always energy in the direction of where I wanted to go, right? With all the skills and tools and knowledge. And so now all of the things that I know make it easy, right? Like easier. But it's always a match for where you're at, right? For some people, if I told you the kind of days that I have in my life now, owning 2 businesses, like dating again, right? Yes, I'm dating like my ex-boyfriend, but still, like we're dating and we're living in different things. We're planning together. We're sorting things out. There's like a whole new business that's being born. There are so many, there's like all sorts of things happening inside of Moon Babes. Like my kind of days, right? And then I also have like a teenage goddaughter that I raised for many years that I'm like very much attached to. Like there's things, our life is full of things, right? It's not like like I'm here meditating all day, but we show up for things. And sometimes things happen where it's like, you know, it could put you out. It could put people out. Like for a day, it's like, oh my gosh, this insurmountable thing. It's like, no, just decide you're going to move through it. You're going to move through it. It's going to work out. It's going to happen. I have so many stories about this, but I don't know if I'm going to get to tell you them tonight. Okay. But at some point you have to decide. Okay. So what else do I want to tell you? Because here's the thing. The grid work of the planet is shifting. Okay, the energetic grid work, all of you grid workers, portal keepers, right? Those of you on missions of light, those of you that know that you're here for something. The grid work, something different than the general collective. The grid work of the planet is shifting. The old light grids are starting to fall apart. That's why things feel slightly unstable. You've seen the Schumann resonance. By the way, there's all sorts of people that say all sorts of things about the Schumann resonance nowadays. There's all sorts of people that say all sorts of things about all of our family of light, all of our galactic family, all of the spiritual things, all of the journeys, all of the like the disinformation is wildly ridiculous to me. Okay. So pay attention. Every so often I get sent something and people are like, what do you think about this? And I'm like, ew, get it out of my inbox. Like you can feel the frequency. It's not in alignment. So always ask yourself, know who you are, know where you're at, know what you stand for. Does that message feel in resonance with you? Does it feel in alignment or does it not? Does it feel icky, right? Sometimes messages may feel like, ooh, I don't really want to hear that, but gut says it's probably accurate and I don't like it. That's a different feeling than like oh my God, that's like, right? That's a different feeling. It's a different feeling. Don't buy into things that are circulating just because somebody is saying something in a pretty format with a pretty face, right, on the internet. You know, or like some pretty graphics. There's so many things right now that are like AI generated or like stock, you know, whatever it is. And there's a lot of stuff that's just being regurgitated. Do you connect to it? Check in your heart. Is your heart feeling a vibe, right? Or is it just kind of like stuff that you're sorting through? So always make sure that you sift through those things and make sure that you understand. Find people that you resonate with, like if you resonate with me here on this channel, right? And then stay with it, like stick with it. Like go through all the things, learn. We've talked about so many things here that now, right, I'm talking over a lot of things that are happening in the general awakening because I have moved through that. Many of you have moved through that, but everybody is a different phase of ascension at any given time. So if you resonate with me, but I'm not talking about the things that, you know, you're looking for, scroll back down. There are years of knowledge on this Instagram account, on the YouTube, right? Google Moonbabes and the Light Tribe, Sonia G. You'll find all the things. You'll find podcasts, right? The Find Heaven Within podcast. There's so much There's many trainings out there. I have free content on the app. Like, really get yourself in the energy of resonance of who you want to be with, of what you want to be with, you know, like associated with. Because the thing is, if somebody is talking about something just because there's information about something, but you look at this person and you're like, I don't really want to be like you. I'm not vibing with you. Like, I don't get your vibe. But you're talking about this thing that I really wanted to know, and so I'm just going to take this information, right? Like, that, just sift it. Sort it through. Be discerning. It is a time of disinformation on the earth. There's floods of knowledge. Pick the stuff that's meant for you, okay? And then when you learn to meditate and download, this is what you want to really get with. You are the channel, you are the receiver, you are the exchanger of frequency, right? This is where you really want to be. So, this is what you want to do for the 888 portal. Important. Let's switch gears and really talk about the day of the portal and what's happening. So, we're going to be able to relink with parts of ourselves that we haven't seen in a really long time. We're going to get knowledge and information that we've been yearning for. Okay, that we've been like, it's going to be an opportunity to feel whole in a bigger, broader way, right? When you first found out that, like, I knew I wasn't just like an earth person. I knew I had Pleiadian stars, you know, starseed blood. I knew that, you know, there was an Arcturian in me. I knew that those were the Syrians with me. Like, when you started learning about all these things and the angels and the archangels and the coincidences that are actually synchronicities and the universe talking to you, when you started talking about those things and you start understanding those things, right? There's a feeling with that. It's the same stuff, bigger level, that's coming in at the Lion's Gate. Everybody pay attention to where you're led to on the planet, because this is the reason why we're not doing a gathering in person, because each one of us holds codes and is communing literally with the earth to activate gateways and portals that have been dormant for like millennia on this planet. But you will be led to where you need to go, right? So pay attention and be somewhere where possibly your feet and, you know, you are in contact with the earth. Very important, right? Because this is a moment of alignment. This is a moment of connection. Now understand that as we understand these link ups and we understand that this knowledge is coming in, we are Team Light. There's also Team Dark that understands and has understood for centuries and millennia uninterrupted, well before we came in this generation. We're like, wait, all the occult knowledge is starting to come back up, and like we're really understanding how to use it. They've been using it for centuries, so they have their own interference. They have their own agenda, right? It's not like it's just like, oh, it's Lionsgate, it's all the good people. There's people that still operate in dark channels, that operate in dark magic. That has not stopped. This is planet Earth. This is duality. This is separation. We are here for this journey, for this mission to show up, right? So if all of a sudden it starts to feel like, oh, I don't know, this energy, clear it. Show up. Put your crown on. Do your work. Get all of the things, right? Show up. This is like go time. Do you want to be the person that you came to be on this planet? Do you want to feel amazing embodied, right? Do you want to feel that charge like, ooh, I stand for something, this is important, I'm showing up, that fulfillment, that aliveness, that joy, the health, all of that. These are the moments that make all the difference in our health, in our mindset, in everything else. Because the truth is, if you can experience yourself and how powerful you are in an altered consciousness, okay, like in astral travels and portal moments and moments like this, and then you can take that experience and do something amazing with it in your body, and you keep accessing that frequency, you can literally change. This has been documented by Dr. Joe Dispenza. If you're not familiar with him, look him up. 4 days. You can literally heal massive diseases with this kind of energy and this kind of frequency. It's extraordinary. You can have whole sorts of like shifts, right? Because you're accessing something so deeply, so completely, so powerfully that it alters every cell in your body. And once that occurs, you know, there's no going back. Like, you don't really go back unless you're just kind of half-assing it and you're kind of just getting some sideline benefits, and then you're just kind of like, you know, putting it on instead of integrating it, and then, you know, you let it go. But that's different. When you're in it and you're actually feeling the things and you allow yourself and you give permission and you're safe enough and brave enough and showing up at 100%, there's no way that life doesn't change. Right? So these are those moments. Now, I get asked this a lot too, and I'll make a mention of this. Like, is this the stuff that happens at like medicine journeys and stuff? Yes, except that people often don't know what to do with it after, because it's such a paradoxical experience, because they're so far out, because the medicine takes them. Instead of them consciously going somewhere, the medicine takes you on a journey. So what do you do with it after? Can you integrate it in your life? Does it actually translate? Right? So this is the difference. When you do it, the work that we do in astral travels and these astral connections is without medicine. It's consciousness, it's breath work, it's focus, and it's attention, right? And that's also knowing what to do and where to go. So we're going to do an event. I'm going to be live from Lake Powell in the Grand Canyon between Arizona and Utah. I'm going to be like in the water, in the rocks. It's going to be amazing. We have satellite for it. I'm so excited. Henry's got us like satellite so that we can actually like be live. We've been testing it. It's amazing. And it's going to be an extraordinary experience. There is a portal in that lake, and that lake has actually been flooded so it was a canyon that was flooded and it became a lake because of some discoveries that were made. And then we kind of got to go. Some discoveries that were made that linked like the mummies and all sorts of like Egypt artifacts that were discovered there that ended up at the Smithsonian / confiscated ages ago, right? Gold Crusades and everything. There was so much knowledge that was discovered that they actually called the Smithsonian, and then it ended up being confiscated. So it was never shown, and then the lake was flooded because there were portals and stargates that connected to Egypt. So we know the Lion's Gate is connected, obviously, to this energy, and this is a portal to Egypt. This is Egypt knowledge. This is all of us in the family of light that have been here incarnated through lifetimes with missions that go back to the pre-Diluvian Egypt. Like, this is our stuff, you know, like this is our ride. This is us catching the rays of light that's like, hey, that portal is for us. Reconnect, turn it up. Like, this is the shit we came for. So show up, right? So I'm doing this whole thing because I was like, oh my gosh, I can't do this at the Salt Lake. And like, we couldn't, like, that was just not where the land wanted me. I have to go over there. There's no service. So we had to get like showing up at a level that is required to have this event between like heaven and earth, literally, in this amazing, powerful place. So I will be live from there. You can totally jump in to the one-day event. It's $88. Like, don't miss it. It's going to be epic. It's linked in my bio, right, under the Lion's Gate. And then there's 2 other options that you can join for. You can join for a group reading, which we're going to do the following week. Integration. This is for the integration. And then there's a VIP option if you really want to get in there with me. And like, actually, if you know that this is like your time to like seize this rebirth and you want to do it next level, I made you like an insane wild offer, which is like under the VIP offer. So this is up now. It's available through August 8th through the Lion's Gate, probably until I get back from Lake Powell, which would be like a couple of days after that. But if you have questions, let me know, okay? DM me. So, what lake is it that was flooded? It was Lake Powell. That's the lake where like all of this, if you Google it, like you can, I mean, Google, but sift through, right? All of the stuff that was said there, because it's like, again, disinformation, right? But you'll see that a lot of things were found there, and, you know, like, it's amazing. So, happy August. This is my birthday month. I'm like, where's my crown? Crown on. The famous crown on. So, because this is my birthday month and I wanted to do something epic this month too. And because I love the community vibe, us getting to know each other. We did this giveaway kind of a format last year one time, and it was so awesome. And I really want to grow the community. I am like, I am determined to make fucking friends with the algorithm on IG. IG algorithm, I'm coming for you. We're going to be friends. Like, we are going to do this. This stuff is going to come out. I want people to know about this, the things that I'm teaching, because I feel like spirituality and all this galactic stuff is getting like a weird name, and people are like falling away from it in its actual true like purity and form and simplicity. Like, people are making it weird. And my mission is to light up the world and stop making it weird, right? Like, it's like to make it simple, to bring that quantum life into practical, like daily life. We are starseed here. It's like living this life. So let's do it in a way that feels good for us. And this is like, the plan. I'm like, rah, let's do it. Like, for reals. So, this is why we have a community giveaway. For the first time ever, and there's going to be 8 winners. Amazing. For the 888. 8 winners. There's 3 scholarships that are going to be available that you can use towards any digital course. Okay. Like, amazing. And then we have 2 of the Goddess Secrets card decks. The last 2 that are left right now that are going to go out. I'm so excited because we're in reprint with the other ones. And so set your intentions. If you want this, if you want a course or whatever. And then there's going to be 3 of you that get a mini reading with me, okay, based on the cards. And like, if you've never seen these cards, they're amazing. And they're finally coming in to making so much more sense. I birthed these cards in 2021. And literally now it makes sense. The matrix on them, the metals on them, everything that I've talked about, it's like, holy shit, it was already here. We just didn't know the context and the grid work of it to this level. So now it's like ready. Now it's like the world needs this knowledge. And this year, we're also going to have, later in the fall, we're going to have a certification program for it. So I'm so excited. Okay, so 8 things. There's going to be 8 winners, and the rules are comment, like, and save every post in the month of August. Okay, here, super easy, super simple, and then you'll be entered, and then it will be your intentions that get you to the prize, right? Because I'm going to be like drawing out of like this, and so put in your vibes, put in your intentions. I know that last time we did a giveaway like this, and I remember I was in Spain that time. I was in Ibiza. It was last summer. We did a giveaway, and everybody that I was like, oh my gosh, you won this, and they're like, I knew it, I called it. I called it. So set your intentions for it. Okay, so good. Okay, post in story or just post, Wendy? So posts and reels, so everything that's posting. Okay, but definitely if you want to, like, I will see you guys, like, the more you get engaged, because it's me on Instagram, right? So if you want to, like all of the stories and send me love on stories, I would absolutely love that. I am making friends. So on my end, right, the reason why I am so motivated and I'm so into doing this is because I want to make friends with the algorithm. I want to show everybody, like, I am so tired of everybody saying, oh, the algorithm is this, and I'm like, we can make friends with the fucking algorithm too. Let's do this. Let's like grow this community. I'm done, right? We've broken through the curses of limitation. That was the course that we just had. And if you've been here and if you've been watching me, I know you can feel my energy has shifted, right? It has shifted because I have broken through so many energetic boundaries, so many energetic loops, right? That's why I was telling you guys about like this work that we did inside Break the Curse. It is literally changing my life, right? Like all the time, constantly, and the way that everything is like unfolding out, and everybody that's been in it has been like, holy shit, right? It's amazing. That's why today I put a note in stories like, hey, if you need a special coupon code because you forgot to purchase this break the curse breakthrough series kind of a course, let me know. Like DM me, ask me for a coupon code, and because I am definitely like in the mood for that, because it's just so good. It's just so good. And maybe I'll bundle it. Maybe it's a good idea. Maybe I'll bundle it as an offer with the new Surprise offer. I have never done this before either. There is currently a surprise offer, full-on surprise. I am not telling anything about what it is other than I'll tell you this, that not even the Moon Babes team knew what it was. And because all my notes on it and all of the stuff that I write about it are private. I haven't shared it with them yet. So they don't know what this is. And today, for the first time, I told Lacey, and Lacey's like, holy shit, if they knew what it was, that is like a ridiculous deal. And I was like, I know, but that's the good part. That's the amazing part, right? Is if you feel that you're a match for it, right? And a lot of you are like, I'm feeling this. And I'm not saying anything about it, but I love this feeling and I love being able to communicate with you. So I think I'm going to keep it up like one more day so you can get this deal and like overnight. And then since we're on the live, and then we'll add the details, okay? But it's going to be where you want to be and what you want to be doing after the shift that's about to land on our planet in August 8th, like right now, right, in a few days for the Lionsgate. And after this integrates and lands, this is the work you're going to want to be doing. Like when everything comes in, you're going to be like, holy shit, now what? I have a course for that, okay? I have a place for you to land. I have a place for you to do all the things, to know the things, to learn the ways, and to do what needs to be done for this next part. That's what this is about. So surprise, I'm really excited. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out today. Let me see what else I wanted to tell you. Oh, and of course, all the things like the scholarships, which I'm so excited about. Like all the details are pinned at the top of the Moon Babes and the Light Tribe Instagram page. So you can go and see the rules and the offers and what you can get. And the scholarships are $888, $555, $333 that you can use towards anything. Like you can get an entire course, right? Like an entire like workshop with those amounts. So those of you that have been like eyeing this is perfect. Like they've been wanting to, right, get scholarships. So amazing. Oh, and then I wanted to tell you this. I've been asked this question a lot because, as you know, I started Moon Babes back in I started Moon Babes in 2017 while I was still kind of like sidelining in corporate America stuff. And then it really started working. Like I started like, okay, this is like it. I'm going to really do this. It was 2019. And that's when I went online. That's when I started teaching people like, you know, everything, putting together courses. It was the Sacred Chakras Journey. It was Goddess on Mission, some of the first courses. And it has been a whole labor of love. It has been consistency. It has been decided over and over and over again that I would be always showing up in the energy, on top of the wave, whatever was required in the energy that I would show up for, right? I know that I'm like in the front lines of this ascension, like way showing, like if I can do it, you guys can do it. I'm gonna go weed the path. Let's do this, you know, together. Like I got this, and I know this because this is part of my soul mission, right? Soul purpose. And so it's been such a journey. And then to add, in addition to that, a second business, right? Like I became a spiritual entrepreneur in the way of this. I get asked a lot, how do you do it, right? Like, how do you do it? How do you manage the two businesses? How do you take clients? How do you do this? How do you do that? And at some point you just have to decide, right? It's kind of like what I was telling you. It's like you decide that you're going to do it, and you think of yourself as a entrepreneur, like as a woman. For me, right, I started thinking of myself like at first I was like, oh my God, can I really handle another business, you know? And then it's like, Did I come on this planet to make a difference in this world? Yes. Do I want to add the physical stuff to the spiritual stuff in the way that I'm impacting the planet? Yes. Is that in alignment with my legacy? Yes. Is it something I want to do? Holy shit. Right? And then you show up, and then once you're in, and you back it the fuck up, and you just, every day you do the things that are required. One thing happens for sure. You get way more efficient with your time, right? We don't have time for the bullshit anymore. We have time for the things that are in alignment and the things that matter. So it's like the more your life is filled with things that are important and powerful and life-giving, and you're making a difference on the world, right? Instead of the little chit-chatter, instead of the filling things in, instead of the entertainment, the more it's meaningful, the more you grow, the more you're like, oh my God, like I'm really making a difference. Like everybody needs to know about this stuff, right? Like everybody needs to know about these things. Like everybody should feel this good. Everybody, like, I want to share it because the momentum builds because you keep on doing amazing things. It constantly requires a new level of showing up. There's always new challenges, right? I'll tell you the story about the wall. We opened our spa, the Golden Goddess Spa, which I am like one of two owners, right? I partnered with Kim. So Kim and I are in on the spa. And we opened this without even a building. Who opens a spa without a building? We're like, we're in. We're going to do this thing. It's happening, right? And then when we got into a building, we didn't have a wall. We literally didn't have a wall. This is like startup vibes, right? For the first like little while. And then I'll have to tell you the story of the wall and the miracles of the wall on another live because it's a good story. And it's like, it's not that challenges don't happen. It's that when you're committed to where you're going and the results that you want, you move through those challenges. You solve for them. You don't get stuck in them. You're not stuck in the question. You're constantly looking for the answer. You're going for the answer. You're moving yourself on the other side. The fact that we didn't have a wall was not going to stop us from operating. We were doing it, right? So it's like, do you have a dream big enough that allows you to operate beyond your considerations, beyond the challenges, beyond the stuff that comes up? Right? Are you committed to yourself in a way that will get you to go beyond the parameters of whatever you think is possible? Because you see something and you go after it, and then, you live for it. Like you're there for it. You're showing up for it, living on purpose, living on mission. This is the kind of stuff that happens. Like you don't give yourself a way out. Like it's not even an option, right? To not be successful. It's not even an option in my book for things to not work out. Like it's not an option that I wouldn't have time for certain things because these are the things I came to do on planet Earth. So all the things that align work out. All the things that are out of alignment fall away. People that are out of alignment fall away. This is how it works, okay? So there's Kim. Yes, amazing. We totally do. Okay, I love you all so much. Thank you for being a part of Moonbabes and the Light Tribe here on Instagram. For all of the things, go to moonbabetribe.com. That's the website. And then message me here, okay? Comment, get involved. Tell me about you. Even if you see a post and you're like, hey, I just wanted to say hi. This is my story. I would love to hear that, right? We're doing the engagement this month. I'm going to be looking for to get to know you guys, right? Like put in some effort and let's get to know each other because, and I say put in some effort, actually towards your intention. If you are after something, see if you can actually do it at 100%. There is something that happens. In fact, my mentor Gary would say this. There is a shift that happens in every organism, like on a cellular level, when we actually do something at 100%, right? When you really go for it, when you don't half-ass it, if you do it at 100%, something happens in the body. Try it, right? I dare you. I dare you to try it with all of the engagement and the stories. Then I love that. I'm excited for all the scholarships. I'm excited to give you readings. I'm excited to ship you the cards. And I'll see you for the winners at the end of the month, okay? I love you. All the links that I mentioned are here in my bio. If you have questions about this, just comment on the comment. Yes! Good night, loves. I see all of your comments. I see all the love. Yes. Queen of Frock. I really want those cars. Okay, set your intention. I am excited. Yes, 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 yes. Love them. Yes, happy birthday month to all of you Virgos too. I mean, we're kind of in Leo season, but it's really Leo until it's Virgo. But it's both of us. Crown on for both of us. Yes. So good. And I'm going to see you live in from Lake Powell. How to clear the negative energy. Okay, so go to my YouTube and literally type that, or go and get, there's a very powerful short workshop called Conscious Clearing on my website. Go and check that out. That will teach you all the things you need to know in a very short period of time to clear. Okay. Yes, amazing. Okay, I see all of your love. I want to see the comments. I wish they stayed. I am hoping that one of these days, as we're making friends on Instagram, the comments will stay and then I'll get to see them. Okay, thanks for all the love, all the comments. I will see you soon.